Hey Pisces, welcome to your mid-month reading. We're going to be using 2 decks today and an oracle card. I've pre-shuffled the decks. We'll start with 3 cards. All right, just one more time for good luck. All right, Pisces, please are clear. Thank you. And for mid-month for Pisces. All right, the Hermit card. In a quiet place. All right, Queen of Cups for mid-month Pisces. All right. So we're going to go further into this just to get clarity, but just starting out for the mid-month situation where you're at currently. The Hermit energy, which is kind of a quiet place, you know, being guided by your intuition, your thoughts, meditate, kind of in a meditative place. Not really letting a lot of people in, not really interested in, like your social life is probably just knocking at your door right now and you're not really ready to open it, you know, and it doesn't feel like you're putting them off in a bad way. It just feels kind of righteous. It feels like you very much need this time. And then we'll go deeper into that. But Queen of Cups. So the obstacle coming up this, for the rest of the month, from now until the very end of the month, is kind of accessing that passion place, right? Pisces is very well known for acting from a place of compassion and working from their heart space, and that's our comfort zone, right? And you're not really occupying that place. And so something may arise between now and the end of the month that may trigger that heart space, and we'll get more information on that. And then the advice around that, the advice around the obstacle is interesting. It's 5 of Pentacles, which is it's the left out. It's being left out of the picture, and it's a little bit of the abandonment card. But depending upon what cards come out with this, we're gonna get more insight on that. I think that's very intriguing. All right, so with our second deck, it's a Rider-Waite-Smith deck. One more time. So in this quiet place, the Hermit energy, I want to know a little more for Pisces, mid to end the month. Reading them all upright today. All right, Knight of Swords. Interesting. Tell me more about the Hermit and Pisces, please, Spirit. Wow, okay. And Judgment card. So Knight of Swords and the Judgment card come out with Hermit for clarity on the situation at hand for Pisces mid-month. Queen of Cups, little clarity on the obstacle here. All right, Queen of Swords comes out with 2 of Pentacles surrounding the obstacle around the Queen of Cups. And then for advice, we have 5 of Pentacles. Clarity on 5 of Pentacles, please, for Pisces at the end of the month. From now to the end of the month. Interesting. Okay, so where you're at, Hermit, there's some contrasting energy here. It's interesting. With the Judgment card, it's suggesting that you are going through kind of this quiet transformation, but while you have this quiet exterior, there's a lot going on in the inside. You're aware of these other energies that are completely the opposite, which are fast moving. The Knight of Swords, you know, the Knights, they're ambitious. Even the Knight of Pentacles, which is not in this spread, however, it's a completely different energy. It's slow, but they're ambitious. They're going forward. They can sometimes take on the look of people. But this almost feels like it's both your energy. Moving on to the Queen of Cups, we have as the challenge for the rest of the month, we have the Queen of Swords and then the Two of Pentacles. So the Queen of Swords, she's pretty blunt with her messages. She can be sharp with her words, but she's very much, she kneels to truth, right? And her energy is also the opposite of the Cups. But they do have something in common. They do have a very righteous goal. Like their ambitions are similar. They want the best, in this case, with the upright readings. But it's almost like, for the challenge, it's almost like delivering this message. This is a message that can be kind of a harsh reality, but the touchy part is being delivered is around how do we deliver this message in a way that is full of compassion and full of heart. So, and there's a bit of this overwhelmed feeling with the Two of Pentacles, kind of the balancing act between a harsh reality and then a compassionate place. Very interesting. It kind of feels like it ties back into the situation at hand, where some things inside are developing. There's messages that are ready to get out. You might be even dealing with some anger right now, honestly, but you're working through it internally because you know nobody else is going to solve these problems for you. You know, nobody else is going to do your healing for you. And so the advice here is actually, you know, allow that door to be shut for a while. Allow yourself to keep plugging away at this work because you're not going to give up in any of it. But there is something you're working on here, Pisces, that is very much waking you up. It's calling you to experience life and your own ability, your own power of observation between the head and the heart differently. Yeah, and through that closed door, the resistance of going into where the light is, where everybody else is, joking and talking, and the warmth of the fire and whatever. I'm creating a little bit of an outdated depiction of this place. But you're allowing yourself to be shut out for a little bit longer, and you might actually truly feel the abandonment feelings. But you're gestating, something's being created here. You need some time to dwell on this message or this belief and this realization that you are working on, and how to adjust it into a compassionate place, because it's in a harsh place right now. Does that make sense? And then you'll be able to be your loving self again, but when you're ready. Let's get a little bit of clarity here on the Hermit. Any more information on the Hermit? King of Wands. It's interesting. You are building something from the inside out. You're building something new. And this is giving you the opportunity to work with not only your heart, but you've dealt with enough in your life that you're kind of calling bullshit on some of the heart lovey-dovey stuff. You're seeing through it. And so how do you make peace between the contrasting energies of the Queen of Swords, that harsh truth, and then the Queen of Cups, that loving, compassionate warmth, right? Because they don't get along always. So this is about diplomacy, but also diplomacy for your sake, not other people's. Clarity on Queen of Cups. Yeah, you're wrapping up a journey. You are wrapping up an exhausting project. For some of you, it's going to be a project, but it's not a casual project. I mean, this is something that required a lot from you. It was exhausting. Most likely a sense of duty was attached to it. Yeah, you're wrapping this up. This is very much karmic for you. And advice, please, clarity on the Five of Pentacles. Oop, you know what? 2 flew out. Yep, this might have something to do with family. This has something to do possibly with something nostalgic, going back to childhood home, seeing childhood friends, and coming back with a sense of confidence of you know where you stand. Nobody's going to waver you. No one's going to talk you out of it. No one's going to say their opinion and try to make you understand their perspective. No, you are forming your perspective right now. You're putting it's like a game of Tetris, of truth Tetris. You're putting all the pieces into their right places for your reality. And then you're figuring out, what does this look like? How do I deal with this truth and still be me? And then this is you sustaining. The advice here is to sustain while you're in this gestation phase. You're still in the what is it called that caterpillars go out into and then come out a butterfly? Isn't that funny? I need more coffee. You guys leave it in the comments. It's really an obvious one. Yeah, you're still developing, but when you come out, you know, if you can just hold off from these people or this person or whatever's knocking at your door, follow your intuition. You'll be able to come back out your Piscean self, but with this developed boundary. And you're coming out the Emperor, and you're willing to be able to connect with those old relationships again, or that old relationship again. Okay, cleared the board here, shuffled the deck. We're going to be picking out an oracle card for Pisces. Pisces transformation. Please give us insight mid-month for Pisces. Yep, here it is. Thought. Yeah, this is definitely that hermit place, right? Thought, meditation. No one is going to do that. Like I said before, no one's going to do this healing for you, and you know it. You know, it doesn't matter how many. And when I say healing, for some of you, there's going to be more healing involved. And for others, it's going to be more about, it's going to be more of a relationship with your ambition, your relationship to self and motivation. But either way, that's why you're getting the Knight of Swords with the Hermit card. So while on the outside, you're kind of calm, cool, and collected. You're in a quiet place. You've just got that lantern, you know, that intuition pushing you forward through the dark. And no one's going to tell you, even if somebody's appeared out of the dark and said, here's the roadmap, you can't follow anybody else's roadmap. You know, there's no amount of conversation. There's no amount of advice outside of your own source that's really going to guide you here. Your thought, your connection to reality through your passionate heart, it's going to get you there. It's exciting, Pisces. The rest of the month is going to be very special. All right, sending you love. If this resonated, please hit the like button and please subscribe. That allows me to get the readings out to more of you who can benefit from them. It ups the algorithm, and you know how YouTube works. All right. Mwah.